Everyone wants success. Everyone wants the result. But not everyone knows why they want it. That's where most people lose. They wake up, go through the motions, chase goals they don't even believe in, and then wonder why they burn out halfway through. You can't build an empire without a foundation. And your foundation is your why. Your reason. Your fire. Your heartbeat when everything else goes silent. Because when life punches you in the face, your how won't save you. Your what won't save you. Only your why will. Pause. Let that sink in. Think of the man who wakes up at 4 a.m. every day. He's not doing it because he loves the alarm clock. He's doing it because he remembers the nights he went to sleep hungry. Because he swore he'd never live like that again. That's his why. See, motivation fades. But conviction lasts. When your why is carved deep into your soul, discipline becomes instinct. Kobe Bryant had that. He didn't love 4 a.m. workouts. He loved what those hours represented, separation. While everyone else slept, he sharpened the blade. He played for legacy, not applause. That's what your why does. It makes sacrifice feel sacred. But here's the truth most people avoid. You can't find your why until you face your pain. Every why is born from struggle. The man who lost everything learns the value of purpose. The one who was told he'd never make it finds fuel in the insult. The one who hit rock bottom builds from the ashes. Pain creates perspective. And perspective creates direction. If you've ever been broken, betrayed, or beaten down, good. That means your why is waiting to be born. Without it, you drift. You scroll. You waste hours. You confuse movement with progress. You start things but never finish. And the worst part? You start believing that's normal. But you can't build greatness without clarity. If you don't know your why, your energy goes everywhere and nowhere. You chase every shiny thing that promises happiness. But deep down, you feel empty. You're not lazy. You're lost. Once you find your why, everything changes. You start saying no to distractions, to comfort, to weakness. You start protecting your energy like it's sacred, because it is. Remember this, a man without purpose is easy to control. That's why the world keeps you distracted. They want your attention, your focus, your time. But once you find your why, you become dangerous. Because now you move with intent. Now every action has meaning. Now you're not chasing dopamine, you're chasing destiny. Pause. Let that hit you. Your why doesn't have to be flashy. It doesn't have to sound profound. It just has to be real. For some, it's family. For others, it's redemption. For a few, it's simply proving to themselves that they can be more than who they were yesterday. Muhammad Ali once said, "I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion." That's what it means to have a why. You endure the suffering because the outcome means everything. Here's a truth that might hurt. If your why doesn't make you emotional, it's not strong enough. Your why should bring you to your knees. It should make you want to cry, scream, fight, or rise. Because only when it comes from the deepest part of you will you finally stop quitting on yourself. The gym, the grind, the late nights, they're not supposed to feel easy. They're supposed to test your reason for showing up. That's why most people fail. They never gave themselves a reason to stay. So how do you find it? You start with honesty. Brutal honesty. Ask yourself, what do I want so badly that I'm willing to suffer for it? What pain am I tired of feeling? What kind of man do I want to become before I die? Your answers to those questions are your compass. Write them down. Read them every morning. Burn them into your mind. And every time you feel tired, lost, or distracted, return to them. That's how warriors are built. That's how you find direction in chaos. The truth is, your why is already inside you. You've just buried it under years of distraction, fear, and comfort. It's been whispering to you. Every time you hated your job, every time you envied someone who was winning, every time you told yourself, I could be more. That's your why trying to wake you up. You want to know how winners think? They remember their why when everyone else forgets theirs. When Kobe tore his Achilles, he still walked to the free throw line and hit both shots. That wasn't ego. That was why. When David Goggins ran on broken legs, it wasn't madness. It was why. When Elon Musk slept on the factory floor, it wasn't because he loved being tired. It was because he had a vision that burned hotter than fatigue. That's what separates men who talk from men who conquer. They don't need external motivation. They've built an internal fire that doesn't die. If you're still searching for your why, here's your path. Reflect on your pain. What made you hate mediocrity? Identify your desire. What would make the suffering worth it? Write your mission. Turn that pain into purpose. Build your habits around it. Every action should serve your why. Protect it. Don't let weak people talk you out of your destiny. Because once you know your why, you become unstoppable. You'll stop chasing motivation and start building momentum. And one day, you'll look back and realize the struggle made sense. Every storm you faced, every failure, every heartbreak, it was preparing you. It was sharpening you. It was forcing you to find your reason. And when you finally do, you'll laugh at every moment you thought you were lost. Because you'll understand, you were never lost. You were being built. So remember, your why is not just a reason. It's a weapon. Wield it. Protect it. Live by it. If this message lit a fire in you, then it's time to act. Drop this in the comments right now. I know my why. So that I know you stayed all the way till the end. And you will never lose sight of your purpose again.